Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest installment of Corner House Chronicles.
Welcome on back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Corner House Chronicles. With you as always, I'm John.
Oh, and I'm Jason.
And Jason is here. The Velvety Tones.
How are you doing today?
We were talking about that earlier. Silky smooth.
So smooth.
All right, let's get this started with a little announcement.
I wouldn't say a little announcement. It's kind of big.
This is a big announcement.
For us, at least.
This is episode number 10.
Double digits.
We have made it to double digits in less than 3 months, which is a pretty good feat from where we started.
Considering we have lives, you know.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, definitely. We got lives all right. So it's exciting. We're all jazzed up.
Okay.
Episode 10. We got some pretty good, cool stuff to talk about with you tonight. We're going to dive right into the first topic and get this party started.
Oh, yeah.
With my homework assignment.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Yes, I took the time.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I'm going to set the stage for you, okay? First, I'd like to tell you that me and Jeannie, my wife, we don't have a lot of time for movies. 2 kids, work schedules, sleep, all that good shit. So if we were to make time for a movie night, it's a big deal for us. So I get my homework assignment, and I start with The Expendables, because that's where this all generated from.
Oh, yeah.
And it took me a little bit to get my hands on the DVD. Luckily, somebody we know had a copy, or else I was going to be renting it, because Netflix doesn't have it.
Which was very surprising.
I know. I was blown away. Hulu didn't have it.
Yeah.
On Demand wasn't there. So I put this movie in the other night. What night was that?
Thursday night is when I gave it to you.
Thursday night, yes. I get home. We put this movie on, and the kids are in bed. And to my surprise, she sat down to watch it. I figured she would go to bed,
Yeah, I wouldn't suspect she was
right. All of a sudden, this turns into our movie night, which is why I phrased it the way I did, So we sit and we watch this movie, and I got to tell you, for anybody who hasn't seen The Expendables, please don't watch The Expendables. I was so disappointed in this movie. Now, the action sequences were all right.
Uh-huh.
The fight scenes were cool. I dug them. But it felt like in between those moments in the movie, I was just waiting for the next fight scene.
Yeah.
The dialogue and the plot was just so hard to sit through. Now, I don't know if it's because I haven't watched the movie in a while, or if it's because it's from 8 years ago, or what. But there was a moment when I actually found myself, I couldn't even stomach the fact that Sly Stallone was running at his age with this younger girl when they're running through the little tunnels to get out of the house before it blows up. I'm like, dude, he's going to fall and break his hip or something,
He probably bruises really easy now.
Yeah, you could see it on his face when he was trying to keep up with the scene that, that was a lot for his old bones. And we both sat through this entire movie, The Expendables, and you can quiz me on it, and I'll pass. I watched the movie. I completed my homework assignment. But I would like to say, for the record, going forward, that I'm going to start choosing the movies that maybe have a little more interest to me that I haven't seen yet, because getting sprung on with something like that was painful. It was painful, man. Now, I was excited that Dolph Lundgren was in the movie.
Yeah.
That was cool. And when, what's his name, beat all them dudes up on the basketball court.
Jason Statham.
Yeah. That was pretty sweet. That guy's a cool action star. I'm not a big fan
the
of his,
basketball
but
and
that was cool. But other than that, man, it was kind of hard to watch.
Kind of a letdown?
Yeah, I definitely, out of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 4.
Okay.
Maybe 4.5.
Would you give Expendables 2 a shot?
I don't know. I'm not sure, man. I think if I could compile a list of movies that I need to watch, that one's going to be at the very bottom.
Very bottom.
It might take me 8 years to get to it. Because
Crow City of Angels is up above it.
Yeah, well, see. Yes. In my book, yes, it's a little bit above it. But I was a fan of that series just because it was The Crow.
They got tougher and tougher to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Most movies do. I'm not a huge fan of Fast and Furious movies.
No.
I thought the first 2 were all right. They were interesting. They lost me as soon as they went to Tokyo. I've seen since, I think part 4 or part 5, whatever, they went to Brazil and they drug the safe through the streets. I would rather sit and watch all of the Fast and Furious movies in a row than sit through The Expendables 2, I think.
That's a bold statement.
I know. I even said that to her. I was like, and when the movie ended, we both got up, went outside, and had a cigarette. And she was like, I can't believe we just sat through that 90 minutes. I'm like, well, honestly, I can't believe you sat through it. You know, I kind of had to. It was part of my...
I made promises here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It was so brutal. I just couldn't... I don't know. I don't know what it was. But it hit me like, this is painful to watch. It was like Rambo with a team.
Just watching all the old guys run around. You're just like,
man.
Oh, look at you trying to chase that glory.
I did think it was cool that I thought they killed Dolph Lundgren, and then he ends up not being dead at the end.
Yeah.
That was all right. I've always been a fan of his.
He has a better role in the second one.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. See, and then they bring in Chuck Norris in the second one.
Yeah.
That's got me like leaning towards I'll eventually watch it if I get some time. But I don't want that to be my next homework assignment.
Fair enough. I will say in the second one, Dolph Lundgren gets to show off some of his physics knowledge.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He's a very smart man in real life.
Yeah, he's like
He went to MIT.
like a doctor.
He has a doctorate.
Yeah.
He's a smart man. You wouldn't really peg because he's Dolph Lundgren, you know?
Yeah.
Ivan Drago.
If I don't think Ivan Drago or Universal Soldier or He-Man, because those are the movies I know him from,
Oh, yeah.
I think of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've watched one episode of that show.
You're just like Aaron. You are missing it. The humor in that show is right on you. Oh, you don't need that. No, you don't. It's a great show. But I think about that because they try to write a script based on Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh.
It's funny. Yeah, so Expendables, like I said, I would trust that most people listening probably sat through the movie at some point in time in the last 8 years.
Good chance.
Boy, I was not impressed.
4 out of 10.
Like I said, maybe 5, just because of the fight scenes. I don't know. I thought Eric Roberts' character was so cheesy.
Well, yeah.
You know,
He's Eric Roberts.
Yeah, that's
it's not
true.
like he's going to have some, like, I'm Hamlet, motherfucker.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't an Oscar performance or anything like that, right? I get it.
Tough one.
I took it, though. I took the assignment.
I appreciate
completed
that.
it.
I'm glad that you put in the effort.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the next one. If you got another movie that maybe I haven't seen.
Well, I mean, you did say that you wanted to pick the next one.
I do.
Yeah.
I kind of want
I
to
don't wanna
find
be like-
something that I haven't seen yet. So what I'll do is I'll
I don't
decide
wanna
on the
be still
movie.
like, yeah, you should watch the movie Space Camp
Well,
from 1980, whatever.
I mean, if you got a good one, you bring it up and I tell you if I've seen it or not. We can go from there. But
Fair enough.
when I decide what movie it is, I'll post it on the social media outlets. That way, at least there's a heads up of what the next assignment is.
I like it.
I might actually have to let her pick if it's going to be a movie night and she's going to sit there with me,
Did you watch the other one I gave you, the Gonzo?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, I haven't had any time. This is going to be a one night a week,
Type deal.
Yep. Most likely Wednesday nights because I don't work, but that'll be when it happens. That might actually be the next movie. We might just make that because I have it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think you'll enjoy that more than Expendables or Expendables 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 3, or the possibility of Expendables 4. I'll like anything better. It was painful. It's cool they get all them names together, but they could have done so much. There was so much inside that movie I thought was like, this is like irrelevant to what I'm watching,
Each person has to have their set amount of time to get there. Like the Jason Statham basketball court fight. You're like, was that really needed to drive his character?
I don't think so.
No.
What I even said to her was like, my hope is that like in part 2, maybe he's with that chick and that's what it was. It was used to set up future things, but
I don't even remember.
I don't think they went that deep with it. I really don't.
We cut that for an explosion. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
right. We'll see, I guess, and maybe if I get around to it. But I don't. If there's anybody out there that thinks I'm wrong and like Expendables is their favorite movie, please
State your case.
yeah, bring it to the table because I'd love to see somebody defend it because it was just rough, man. But like I said,
For the good of the show.
and now we will transition into topic number 2.
Ooh, yeah.
We have because this is a milestone episode.
It is
I figure
indeed.
we should dip back into something that we talked about before, and that is Mr. Mad Mike Hughes.
Mad Mike Flat Earth Rocket Man.
For those of you that have been following along, Mad Mike Hughes lives in Northern California, and he put out a new video. It's like an interview that he did with a camera, like his own little press briefing or something,
stating
right?
his case.
In the video, he admits to being a flat earther, but he doesn't like the title.
No, the stigma that it's attached to.
It's, is it geocentrist? Maybe is the name of it. I don't know. I'd have to watch the video again. But apparently somebody started a website, like madmikehughes.org or something, and he didn't give this person permission, so he calls them out in the video. They need to cease and desist all. He's got lawyers, and he's got everything. In the video, he explains why the launch couldn't happen when it was supposed to happen the first time, and that's because he had one permit.
Geocentrism, sorry.
That's what it is, okay. He had one permit, and then they came to him and said you had to have a different permit, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, he has upped the ante a little bit.
Okay.
And now he is planning to launch on February 3rd. Ooh. And it is going to be live on Noise TV, which I'm guessing is an app.
I'm assuming.
Kind of. His plan is to go 62 miles up to prove that the Earth is flat.
One of the reservations I hold is astronauts do like training, right?
Right.
They do the G-force training and
the whole bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many G's it takes for you before you pass out like a normal person that's not accustomed to it.
I think it's G2.
G2?
I think.
He's shooting up in a rocket.
Right.
How is he going to like
homemade
turn
rocket.
his head, take like, oh, Snapchat, look at me, flat Earth.
Well, maybe he's planning on like going up so high, and then as the rocket starts to descend, I mean, maybe he snaps his pictures.
I don't know what his setup is, if like he has like some sort of like the flight suit or
he didn't really get into all that.
Yeah, but I mean, I would bet he's gonna pass out. I mean, I got up there and then lights out, rocket came down, I woke up on the ground.
Does he have to go that fast to get to 62 miles?
Well, I mean,
above the Earth?
The thrust of the thing is going to be enough for him to.
Think so?
I would assume. I've never been in a rocket.
Me neither. And I'm assuming Mad Mike Hughes has a little bit of experience somewhere, or he's just insane.
Or hopefully he's done some research.
Or just insane.
Yeah, I mean, like, how is he going to prove what he's seen? Like, is there going to be like little GoPros or something on it?
I don't know. What I do know is that we talked about this in November.
Yeah.
And apparently, like, the internet is ablaze about this guy.
Oh, he's a flash in the pan celebrity right now.
It's insane, and he just looks like a normal. What he looks like to me is like a math teacher in high school. Like when you watch the video and you see this dude, you're like, oh, this guy just looks like Joe everyday math teacher.
Like, yeah, that's a globe. Fuck you.
I don't know, man. I don't know at what point I don't think he says when he decided that he thought the Earth was flat. But we'll get the video linked on the show notes. Yeah. So you have to go to the website to get this show note. Yeah, check it out because I'll link the video for his little interview.
Yeah, I hope it goes well for him. I really do. Like, there's no complications and he gets the information he needs.
Do you hope he survives?
Oh, yeah. You don't want the rocket blowing up. Doing a fucking Evel Knievel where it goes, like, just crashes down.
Man, we'll see if he gets there. This guy's determined. If you watch the video, he is 100% serious.
Oh, I don't doubt his
conviction is there. It's astounding to me.
Where do you get the money to build this rocket if he, like, dropped out of the 11th grade?
I know he had some backers somewhere.
Some other flat earthers did a GoFundMe.
I guess.
Help me build my rocket.
Maybe he just did
Help
the
me
GoFundMe.
Design my rocket. Yeah, who designed his rocket? There's a question. Is it all his plans and schematics?
I'm not sure. I kind of skimmed through like the first minute or two of the interview on the video there, and like I said, it's a pretty long video, so sit through the whole thing. Like, I get it, bro. You want to shoot yourself off the ground in a rocket. Forgot to put the old phone on silent there.
That will happen.
Yeah, so Mad Mike Hughes is back in the news, everybody.
February 3rd. Mark your calendars.
February 3rd, which means we will check back in with his We'll be doing a show that night.
We will. We will find out.
We'll have to keep tabs on the internet.
Oh, yeah. We might do a live stream.
We'll pay the $5 to watch it live.
Or find it somewhere on the internet for
Or
free.
find it for
We don't
yeah,
know.
I'm
We
sure
don't
we'll
know
find
yet.
it for free. But if not,
It's
the
the
following
internet.
week we will give you an update on Mike Hughes. It's coming.
Or at least our commentary if you followed along.
Yeah. Godspeed, Mad Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Get yourself up there. And,
You're in our thoughts.
Prove the earth is flat, buddy.
Do it. Do it for everyone.
We'll all be eating crow, as they say, right?
Flat Earthers, you are a fun little bunch there.
Just,
You got your own space division. I like it. Take that, Scientology.
speaking of Scientology, have you watched any of the Waco? They made a 6 episode series on TNT or one of them channels about Waco, Texas.
No.
No. I want to watch it. I want to see what they did to the story. How they
jazzed it up for
Right.
entertainment value.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a sad story.
It was.
It really is.
Most cults end in sad story.
True, but I think the government went a little too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You figure, though, that guy made the government look foolish for like 51 days.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they lasted that long.
I agree.
Nowadays, you might get like 3 hours.
I don't know, the whole Bundy Ranch thing.
They'll kick the doors in. Yeah, that was weird, too, huh? They did. Was it a week?
Well, there's different installments of that.
The major one when they were on the bird sanctuary or whatever?
Yeah, where they killed the dude.
Yeah.
Where they came up from behind a guy and shot him in the head. Yeah. Hiding in the tree line, then jumped out as they're like surrendering pretty much, saying, yeah. Oh, shoot you in the back of the head. Whoops.
All the charges were dropped, weren't they?
Yeah, in court. Yeah.
So now they countersue.
Oh, they have to.
For
fuck yeah.
a large amount of money, I assume.
I would hope.
They'll be buying a whole state when they're done with that shit.
New California, here we come.
Who owns New California? The Bundy family. That's what we gave them. There was something else, too, I had in my back pocket here, and I didn't write it down, and now I'm drawing a blank.
It might come back to you.
Yep.
Tends to do that.
I'm hoping so.
We'll be talking about Transformers or some shit, and you'll be like, oh, yeah.
Transformers.
There you go.
That was that video.
Yeah.
Viral Hog on Facebook. I've seen quite a few videos that they've shared, and there's a real-life Transformer car.
Was it a BMW?
BMW, a red BMW.
It was surprising.
It was slow.
It moved. The car itself moved very, very slow.
Right.
But then it transforms into a robot and it has like the sound effects like the
Yep. The arms come out, the fingers move.
Mm-hmm. It shoots like little Nerf rockets or something. But yeah, like the hydraulic system is really slow. It's not like, full on Michael Bay Transformers.
Yeah, it probably took a good 45 seconds to a minute for it to go from car sitting on the ground to Transformer standing up, arms
and it looked
moving.
good though.
It was I would say good. Yeah, man, I don't know how they do it. There's a lot of hydraulics under there.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. And
Where
still
the hell
have a
was the
functioning
engine?
car.
Yeah,
But
you
get it
wonder
to move and steer. And
how
then
big
turn.
was the engine, because it was only going 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
From the park to the spot.
And it took a while for it to get to some momentum to build the speed to move. So it definitely didn't have the stock engine in it.
No. And how long did it sit under the cover
for warming up?
For those of you who want to watch it, go to Facebook and search Viral Hog Transformer video.
Yep.
And it'll be the first one that pops up. It's a red BMW. You can't miss it.
It's about 3-minute video?
3 minute, yeah. It goes from car to Transformer.
Back to car.
And then it pulls itself back over to the spot. So, but yeah, we're getting there with the Transformers, man. We're getting there with all aspects. The human race is just advancing so quickly.
It jumps pretty quick.
We are leaps and bounds, man. Did you see the video of the Chinese, the scientists that cloned 2 monkeys?
2 monkeys, yes.
2 monkeys. They used the same cloning, not theory, but
process.
Okay. Scientific method, however you want to word it, that they used for the sheep 20 years ago.
Dolly, I believe that was.
Yep. To where it's like they grow the egg,
the embryo. And
it's
frightening,
monkeys.
but kind of neat. But then you wonder, is Ancestry.com behind this? They getting in on it?
They own the monkeys. That's got to be what's going on here.
How long until they start doing people?
I have to believe it's already in the process. It's already in the works.
At least the trial of it.
Something's going on.
What country do you think is going to start with like giving the approval? Because it won't be the United States. It won't be like one of the majors.
Probably China.
Probably China.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like too many things aren't allowed over there from the news that you hear.
Yeah, they got a different set of rules.
A lot of breakthroughs come.
Yeah. They're in South America where it's just like, hey, you're going to give us money to do that? Sweet. And have fun.
Right. Come on in. How much room you need? Yeah, but they cloned 2 monkeys.
That's
straight to their normal monkeys. Dude, you wouldn't know anything just by looking at them. You'd be like, well, those are 2 monkeys that were born just like all the other monkeys are born. You know? Nope. They weren't.
Wow.
They were in a petri dish, and then they were in a lab, and then boom, we got monkeys.
Wow.
It's here. It's getting crazy. The future is now, man. We don't have flying cars. we eat laundry soap, but we're here. It's 2018, man. We're moving forward. Some of us are, and some will be left behind.
You get a door prize of a box of Tide Pods, though.
That's
something to keep you occupied while everyone else is moving forward.
Yeah, we can't really harvest your organs and clone them, so
you'll be the first customers.
Eat some Tide and have a good day.
You'll be the first customers. You need that replacement stomach or
new livers,
large intestine.
Yeah, buddy. Whatever it takes. We're making progress as humans. That's for sure. So episode 10.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Tell your friends.
Please. Tell your friends about us.
They'll be interested, I guarantee it. I know them. Well, I don't know them personally, but I got a good idea about them.
Yeah.
I think they'll dig this.
For those of you who don't know, we do broadcast out of Michigan. And we have a little statistical chart on our website that tracks where you guys are listening from. And we know we got some followers in other states here in the good old U.S. of A. So let us know.
California, Texas.
Let us know where you're at and how you found us.
Sound off, people. We want to hear from you. If you're checking us out, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Drop us a line, as they say. Got a few people from Ireland, too.
Maybe you guys know Conor McGregor. What's his next fight going to be?
Watch these clone monkeys fight.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, right? Guys, why we made 2 monkeys so we can make them fight each other.
Check it out. No, PETA, stay away.
Yeah,
stay away.
We're not talking to you, PETA.
The world wants to see this.
The Clone Wars, right?
Have the clone go against the originals.
That'd be kind of gnarly.
2 monkeys enter, 1 monkey leaves. Clone Monkey Thunderdome. Thursday nights at 8.
No, they'd have to do it on Sundays.
Sundays.
That's when football isn't going to be on after next weekend. So
that's true.
But they can't do it in the summertime because that's when the XFL is going to be playing.
We got 2 years, though.
Did you watch the video
I
of
did.
The XFL announcement?
I did.
How he said he's going to take a bunch of suggestions from fans and
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
he
wants
exciting
to do it right
there,
this
man.
time.
Yeah. That's some serious shit. 8 teams, 10-game regular season, playoffs, championship.
It sounds great.
Well, he's essentially tapping into everybody that's not watching the NFL right now.
Yeah, and that's what he did last time, too.
Was there a strike the last time he did it?
No, he did it in the off-season. In the summer. It was a summer league.
Yeah. I think that's how it's going to be this time, too.
It should.
Yeah.
Get all the people. But I think it's going to be less spectacle and more sport this time.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what ended up killing it last time. It was more like him...
Like a pay-per-view event.
A sports entertainment.
Yeah.
Big...
Now it's just...
The $1 million game. And. But I think he's going to keep a lot of aspects with it, though.
Well, I know he said for one thing... I don't know how this is going to bode well, but that all players are going to have to stand for the anthem.
Yeah.
I don't know. You seem like, for your first public battle, it seems like a bad one to pick.
I get where he's coming from
Absolutely.
A business. I mean, that's just the whole reason that it created the gap for him to jump in.
Exactly. Right.
So from the business thing, okay. So you got your demographic of the people that have... I mean, the NFL has lost a lot of viewership over this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Their numbers are down huge.
Mm-hmm. The last I seen it was over 33%, which that'll make or break you.
For a company that should be able to print its own money?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
So,
but with the rules, getting the fans involved with the rules could be kind of dangerous.
Yes,
he said
and
he's
no.
going to take a lot of the medical aspects of football with the concussions and stuff. Yeah,
because he didn't the first time.
No.
They waived the fair catch rule.
Yeah,
that was horrible. Those guys got laid out.
It was essentially arena football the first time, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, but this time it's not going to be.
It was like what was the video game? Bo Jackson. No, it wasn't Bo Jackson. Out of the hard hitting one.
NFL Blitz.
NFL Blitz.
Yeah.
It was a lot like NFL Blitz, where it's just like full on like
action nonstop,
going to kill that guy with the ball.
Yeah.
Like instead of the flip the coin, they would put the ball at the 50-yard line, then have one guy from each team. And then run to the 50-yard line. And whoever got the ball got it. And a lot of people got hurt doing that.
I don't think they'll do that.
No.
I think
it'll be more professional, I think.
Yeah. Now, if they do start with 8 teams, and let's say it takes off, right?
Yeah.
Say 3 to 5 years, and they add maybe 3-4 more teams.
I mean, it could be like the AFL was and get folded into the NFL at some point. Possible.
I don't think that's what he wants.
Yeah, but if the NFL's doing so bad, and if that starts gaining momentum, I would assume at some point they would consider a merger.
He's got a lot of cities to tap into, too.
The prime real estate. Flint Tropics, baby.
Well, the rumor is he's bringing the Michigan Panthers are up for maybe possibly one of the teams.
Really?
Yeah. So
would you go to a game?
I would, as long as it wasn't as expensive as the NFL is to go to a game.
I doubt it would be that expensive.
So I would give it a shot, sure.
Yeah.
Especially if it was for the show.
Definitely for the show. We'll report back to you if it happens.
A little review of the game, but I would check it out. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they're going to have like NBC contract.
No, I would think it'll be like I think it was on the USA Network last time.
Yeah.
So it'll be something of that caliber. I don't know if the USA Network's still around. It might be on
No, because they got Raw still on for wrestling.
Oh, wow.
They actually just celebrated their 25th anniversary of Raw on Monday night this week.
I watched the highlights of that. Yeah. That was kind of a big deal.
It was in a small venue.
Yeah, it was.
Like 2,000 people in there.
It's where they used to do the house shows in, I think, New York. Is it Brooklyn or somewhere like that?
I think it was Brooklyn, yep. Yeah. But the XFL should be...
I'm kind of excited to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Competition is always good.
One thing I did read was that the players aren't going to be allowed to have criminal histories. Which, that's going to be kind of tough because college kids make mistakes, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to get college kids
I would assume
that
like
don't
misdemeanors might be okay, but no like felonies or no.
Yeah, no
beating your wife in an
abuse.
elevator. No dog fighting.
No dog. Don't kill a man.
Yeah,
stuff
or
like
multiple
that.
men.
Right.
No shooting guns in nightclubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just stuff off the top of my head.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like I said, he does have some cities to fill, man, because, Oakland's going to Vegas.
Yep.
So Oakland's going to be open. San Diego just went to L.A.
Weren't the Rams going to Oakland, though?
No, the Rams are in L.A., too. L.A. has 2 teams now.
Oh, okay.
They have the San Diego Chargers went to L.A., and the St. Louis Rams went to L.A.
Wow.
So you have technically St. Louis is open, Oakland's open, San Diego's open. Michigan is prime for a second team.
I want to see Idaho with a football team.
They're thinking Cleveland to give
That'd be cool.
Cleveland fans something else to cheer for instead of the Browns.
Thanks, Browns. 0-16.
Yeah.
Lions did it first.
They did, too. Sons of bitches. I got a neighbor who bet me last night $20 that the Lions would win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years.
Oh, well, at least you got $20 coming to you.
It's the easiest $20 I've ever made.
Keep a tab on that guy. I mean, life changes kind of quick. You might,
I'm going to up the value of that bet for sure.
Yeah. You got some time to, hey, let's step it up a bit.
These poor fans that gamble with their hearts. God bless them.
Sorry, guys. Matthew Stafford is not that good of a player. He does not deserve that much money. I will say this publicly.
Yeah, I agree.
And documented on the 10th episode.
I agree.
No
player deserves the money they're getting,
to
be honest with you. But
that's a lot of cash. Yeah, you're putting your body on the line and your future after football. But
a lot of them get good futures after football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you need quite that much money. But I feel the same way about actors.
Oh, yeah.
The only ones I don't feel the same way about are certain musicians and bands because,
I mean, if you hold that much influence.
They go out there and they earn it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Especially if they put on a good show
Yeah.
consistently.
Like wrestlers. Wrestlers work a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's like 250 days out of the year.
They deserve the money they're making.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part, most of them do. So, now I don't know Vince McMahon, how he runs his stuff. He might be lowballing them, but...
Well, I know they work as contractors, and they make the majority of their money off the merchandise, the shirts, hats.
Yeah. Video game appearances.
I don't even know how much they get off that,
No,
to be honest.
probably not that much.
Because I think McMahon owns the rights to their character unless they make a certain deal or it gets so big.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's how any good businessman makes money, right?
Oh, that's why he's a billionaire, sir.
More times over, too, man.
Mm-hmm.
To start your own football league twice. Oh, I failed? Yeah, we'll do
No
it
big
again.
deal.
Give me about 15 years.
Hey, guess what, folks? We're back.
We're back, and we're better than ever. I thought the best part of watching that video of Vince McMahon was when he come out there. He had like that total like Vince McMahon, you know, welcome to XFL, big grueling voice, you know,
his showman voice,
and the fact that he took calls from reporters in different sports outlets from across the country. I thought that was pretty cool,
showing the sincerity of this venture.
Yeah, and he answered them, so he was straightforward from whatever information he's already got.
I'm definitely intrigued in this.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first one. I mean, I watched a few games of the first XFL season.
I remember it, but
I enjoyed how they did the payment scale. Like quarterbacks got like I think $5,000 a game. All the other players got $4,500, and I think the kicker got less.
Oh, really?
It was like $3,000 or something.
Well, I don't even think they kicked extra points or anything, did they?
No.
Yeah, so it was like you barely used the kicker.
Yeah, to keep the pace up of the game going. It was mainly kicking off back to the other team. But then you got so much money for a win, and then so much extra money for like a playoff win, and then the championship game was $1 million to the winning team to split.
I don't remember all that. I believe it, though.
Yeah, I thought that was the coolest part because it made it more competitive. Because, like, all right, here's a stack of cash. Who wants it? Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's why we work.
Did you see the NBA just release their all-star rosters?
No, I don't really follow the NBA. Sorry.
Okay, I don't either. But I know who some of the names are, and I follow it enough to where when they talk about it on the radio, I pay attention. But so this year, the NBA
Isn't it pretty much like them announcing the Olympic team?
Well, no. See, here's the thing. They didn't do the... Okay, here's what they did. LeBron James is a captain, and Steph Curry is a captain.
Okay.
And they got to pick their own all-star teams. It didn't matter what team they were on, what conference.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah.
So it was pretty much like a high school
The NFL
kind of
did this a couple years ago. Yeah.
Like Mike and Tim are captains. Oh, I want Steve.
First of all, they didn't air it on TV because they didn't want anybody to see that somebody had to be the last pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We know where that's okay.
Egos.
Yeah. If you've ever watched an NBA All-Star game.
No.
Okay. Last year, I think each team got like 160.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not even, there's no, so they were talking about on the radio.
The last 3 minutes are the only important part of the basketball game.
What could they pay these guys to try?
Chicken McNuggets.
Well, like, let's say the winning team, each guy on the winning team got $1 million.
Like they need it.
They don't.
No.
Most of them don't need it. No. But it would give them something to play for.
True.
Like baseball, right? Their all-star game determines who gets home field in the World Series. Something to play for.
Yeah.
NFL, nothing to play for.
No.
I don't even think the hockey is anything to play for. They do the skills competition, but
Which is awesome to watch.
Yeah. And I think football has one tomorrow or today. Because tomorrow's a Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl, yeah.
I think they might have a skills competition today.
Pro Bowl. I like that.
I don't know. I'm just like ready for the Super Bowl. You know, like I know it's the end of the season. Let's get it over with.
I just want to see the Patriots get their 6.
You think they got it?
Oh, come on. Eagles will choke.
Yeah, I do believe.
Last episode, I called.
Yep, you were right. I thought the Jaguars were going to pull that one out. It was close.
A lot of people did.
I mean, it went 4 minutes, and then Tom Brady took over. But
Tom Brady's like, hey, everybody, check this out.
Hey, guys, remember me? I'm still here.
Yeah.
You see all the pictures of the referees congratulating him after the game?
Smiling in the end zone after the touchdown and all that. I mean, to be fair, even like Elway and all them consider Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback. Which
I don't know how anybody can't.
The man has more rings than anybody else. except for his coach.
Breaking records. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's put up the numbers.
For a 6th-round pick.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about it at work how when Tom Brady took over,
Yeah.
when Drew Bledsoe got hurt, it was like that was the moment, the transition, right?
Yep.
So Carson Wentz played out of his mind for Philly this year.
Oh, yeah.
And then got hurt in like week 14 or 15. It was right before the playoffs.
He was having a great season, too.
A great season. He put them in place to be the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And he gets hurt. And Nick Foles comes in.
And Nick Foles he's holding his own.
Right.
Yeah.
To all of everybody's surprise, Nick Foles has been playing out of his mind. But beating the Vikings last weekend the way they did was kind of their moment.
Shining moment.
Just like the Vikings beat the Saints in the same moment the week before. The Patriots are just going to run away with this game.
I agree.
It's going to be by halftime.
Guaranteed by third quarter, it's going to be, yep, so that's pretty much over.
Right. Kind of like last year when Atlanta was up and then New England came back. But Philly's not going to come back.
No.
There's no way.
They'll hit hard, but then
they're going to have to come out and put up 14 real quick and then just pray they can hold on.
They'll put up some numbers, but they're not going to put up, like, they're not going over 28.
I don't think so.
No.
And Tom Brady will probably score 35 by himself.
Pretty
He
easy.
won't even need a running game.
He might run it. He might be the running
He might
game.
just run it in by himself. Yeah, he might.
I'll call it now. He's the MVP of the Super Bowl.
If Gronk don't play, name me one other player on the team.
Yeah.
Edelman is a receiver. I know that.
Yeah. But we know where this is going, folks.
We do. And you should know, too.
Yeah. It'll still be entertaining to watch. Hopefully the commercials are good. I was more curious after the Patriots won versus Jacksonville. I was like, oh, okay, well, they should win the Super Bowl against the Eagles. That's no big deal. I was like, man, who's halftime show this year? So I looked that up. And,
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. I'm not horribly excited about that, to be honest with you.
Really?
I'm more excited about Pink doing the national anthem.
She's good.
She's talented.
Yeah. The guy's older now. He's got a kid. He's married, you know.
I'm just curious if Janet Jackson is going to make an appearance with him this time again.
I don't think so.
Is
I don't
she
think
banned from the Super Bowl?
Can the NFL take that kind of hit?
No, not right now.
At this point?
No, they have to be as family-friendly and...
If I'm watching the Super Bowl, I won't be watching it because I'm working, but if I'm listening to it and they're like, oh, here's Janet Jackson. Oh, boy. Heads are going to roll.
Wardrobe malfunction. Yeah. That kind of put a damper on halftime shows since then.
Well, if you remember, the 3 or 4 years after that, the halftime shows were like The Who, The Stones,
Yep.
Springsteen,
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, like they went really
Very
old
safe.
school, safe, acts, and their ratings probably took a massive hit from that.
Well, last year was Lady Gaga.
Was it? That sounds about right.
Yeah. Then they had like the little drones behind her with the Pepsi logo.
Yeah.
Because you got to get that airtime.
Yep.
But like that wasn't as bad.
I'm not a fan, so
No.
whatever.
But it was kind of cool to see the shit she did.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping off the top of the fucking stadium.
Yeah. Like I said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not watching for the halftime show, so
No,
whatever.
I'm watching the football game and the good commercials. I'll take those, please.
Speaking of good commercials, something else we were talking about before relating to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The Dundee
The
film.
Dundee, son of a legend.
Turns out it's all not really a movie, huh?
No, it's from what I'm reading, it's for tourism for Australia.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
Get Thor in there. I mean, he's Australian.
Thor and Kenny Powers are going to bring you to Australia.
Oh, yeah. So
Is that dude Australian? Helmsworth or
Helmsworth,
whatever?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. As much as I didn't want them to make that an actual movie, I was kind of disappointed that it wasn't an actual movie when I found out, Because like you get all like, man, they shouldn't redo that or make a sequel.
But then you kind of like argue the point in your mind and build it up a little bit.
Let's see where this goes.
Man, I'll give it a shot. Let's see the next actual trailer for it.
Maybe that'll be the next movie I watch that I haven't seen yet. Nope.
Oh man, yeah, I was worried at first. I'm a fan of the first two Crocodile Dundee movies.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that they got Kenny Powers to kind of make a slapstick
version
version of it, like this is the end, or
any other movie he's done.
Yeah,
every role's the same.
Where it's like pot jokes, and it's like I don't mind those, but not for Crocodile Dundee.
No.
Certain
movies, like we've talked about numerous times, they just need to leave alone.
Indeed. Come up with something new and original. I know they can't do it, or they don't want to invest the money on an original idea in case it flops, where they can just go, hey, let's reboot Transformers.
Well,
again.
Maybe they just don't have the ideas because Netflix is buying them all.
Oh, Netflix is doing work. They got Scorsese penning a movie for Netflix.
Really?
Yeah. It's what's supposedly about the guy who killed Hoffa. What's got Scorsese's writing it. Joe Pesci's coming back to acting for it. De Niro's in it. Al Pacino.
Shocker.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mob-ish movie.
Right. It's going to be the Mob Expendables.
Quite possibly, but it's based off a book about the book is called Hear You Paint Houses, which was like a safe term to use over the phone to say, hey, you kill people, right?
Mm.
But apparently this guy either killed Hoffa or supposedly killed Kennedy or something to that effect. And it's his story that they're basing it off of. Looks kind of interesting.
Like a deathbed story?
Yeah, it is actually.
By the way, I killed Hoffa.
But this guy, the guy it's based off of, was involved with the Teamsters. Like, he knew Hoffa personally, and it's rumored that the Teamsters were involved in the assassination of Kennedy. And so, like, his story kind of, from conspiracy theory standing, holds water.
Yeah.
But it could be entertaining. I mean, you got De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci. Scorsese's writing it.
I wonder if the guy you're talking about, if his name pops up in any of these new release documents involving Kennedy's murder that they just made public.
There's a ton of documents that they released.
I know, but they've held some back, too.
They redacted a lot as well.
So,
who knows? They redacted from, I think, names of people that are living, from what they said, so not to incriminate them too much. But
that was, 63 when Kennedy was killed?
64, I
64?
think.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you figure
they don't really teach a lot of this stuff in school anymore, sadly.
I mean, my parents were born in 62, and they're...
Well, maybe it was later than that.
As old as they are.
No, because Kennedy was 68.
No, it was early 60s. It was early. I thought it was 63, but you say 64, so that's fine. But I'm just wondering, like, how many people... I don't want to
spit out false
let's say,
information out here.
You know, the people that were paying attention back then were 20, 30 years old. Hell, now they're in their 80s, right?
Yeah.
Close to. So there aren't probably too many people still living that had...
No, he was until assassination in 1963.
63, okay.
Yeah.
Good old Texas.
No, yeah, Dallas. Was it Dallas? Dallas or Houston?
I think Dallas sounds about right.
I feel bad for not knowing this.
I know, right? We got some listeners in Texas.
This is true.
Somebody down there, just let us know where we're wrong here.
We just might have listeners in general that know this.
Yeah, right. The guy next door might know shit.
Off the top of our heads, we're kind of blanking.
I get all jazzed up for the show. I get a couple things for prep, and then we get into it.
We get our mindset and then tangents.
I'll be honest with you. Ideas. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. We spent an hour and a half before we went hit record to do the show talking about one subject.
Yeah.
Which we should have just hit record.
It would have been better, I think.
Well,
I don't know about better, but it would have been entertaining. Because we talked to it in length.
Yeah, well, you schooled me on quite a bit of stuff that I had no knowledge of whatsoever, which now I'm just going to get into.
We might bring it up as a topic in a later show, but I don't know if it's ready for number 10.
No. What we're going to do is we're going to dedicate an entire show to it. Yeah.
Do some more research.
You know what we should do?
Yeah.
Let's make it right now.
Okay.
Episode 15.
15?
15 is going to be about...
well, we shouldn't say what it's about yet. We should hold the suspense.
We'll tease you a little bit.
Maybe episode 12, we'll throw out a little piece. Each episode, we'll throw a piece of the puzzle.
Maybe a secret note in the next couple of show notes.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe a picture. We don't know.
Something. Let's clue you in on what we're going to do. But episode 15, we'll aim for that one.
Oh, yeah. Our next milestone one.
And we will make it like an entire show dedicated to this one topic because it is just interesting.
We'll try to fill a notebook for this. See what topics we can get over.
Or just, load your phone up.
Amazing things. It's intriguing.
I'm hooked. And I will say it was half Joe Rogan's show that got me hooked on the subject. And then talking to you just like exploded the theories and the ideas in my head. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Episode 15, folks.
Stay tuned.
We'll see you there. Oh, man.
Starting to get to that witching hour.
It's a nice time.
Yep.
These beverages we got kicking a little bit, too.
Are they starting to get into you?
A little bit.
I'm enjoying it. We went with... have we had Founders yet?
I think we've had Founders.
Once or twice we've had Founders. We just went with a little Founders Brewery this evening.
It's a tasty little beverage. It's a Founders Dirty Bastard. It's a Scotch ale. It's a very tasty product, but it hits pretty hard.
Like you said before, it's what's the percentage we got going on here?
8.5.
8.5, yeah.
Founders Ale.
Oh, the description is beautiful. Yes.
We'll give that a read.
Yep.
Founders Dirty Bastard, Scotch Ale. So good it's almost wrong. Dark ruby in color and brewed with 7 varieties of imported malts. Complex with finish, with hints of smoke and peat. Paired with a malty richness and a right hook of hop power to give it the bad attitude that a beer named Dirty Bastard has to live up to. Ain't for the wee lads.
That's my favorite part.
I like that. That's nice.
It ain't for the wee lads.
Where's Founders out of? They're Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Grand Rapids. Yeah.
Thank you, Founders Ale.
I know.
Founders.
It's good beer. This was the second time that I picked up the beer where I had, it's a beer called Speed Cult.
Speed Cult?
Yeah. And the reason I want to get it is because...
It's a badass name.
Right. Well, Speed Cult in general is a badass company if you know anything about them. It's some good stuff we got going on there with those guys. But I think it's Shorts that makes the beer.
Okay.
And they named it Speed Cult after the company. But on the label, it's like for gear grinding, wrench twisting, engine working, dirt road sons of bitches. And it says that right on there, sons of bitches. I'm like, man, I got to get it. And I've talked to a couple people. They said it's really good beer. So
we'll keep a lookout out for that.
I had it in my hand.
Oh, did you?
And I was like, I don't know if I want to get this one right now. And I turned around right across on the shelf. Yeah, Dirty Bastard.
Right in the eye.
Come on. I automatically think of Fat Bastard from Austin Powers when I hear that name, but yeah.
Dirty Bastard. Baby.
Yeah, man, come on. We got to get it. The logo is pretty cool.
I think so.
I like the face.
It does look like Fat Bastard.
Just a little
for
bit.
The folks at home.
I got a turtle head poking out.
When was the last time you watched an Austin Powers movie?
All the way through.
Yeah.
Shit, it's been a while. I guess he's writing a new one.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I haven't heard much about it other than he's coming. The next project he's doing is another Austin Powers
installment. He's going to bring them all back and, final.
I'll watch it.
I
enjoyed them.
Which was your favorite, if you had to pick one?
The first one I really enjoyed.
I did too, but I thought Goldmember was funny as hell, dude.
They had so much going on in Goldmember. I would say the first one was my favorite, then Goldmember is definitely number 2. Very close.
Goldmember was the one where Seth Green comes back and he's got the messed up hair and he's trying so hard.
Dad.
Yeah. The sharks with the laser beams and stuff. Was that in Goldmember?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And he's like, oh, don't worry. We're good now. We're a family. And it's just like, God damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scotty don't. Those were funny, the Austin Powers movies. I liked them.
Oh, yeah. But to our listeners,
in the meantime,
what was your favorite Austin Powers? Did you even like Austin Powers? Any of them? Did you find it hokey or just too cheesy? Didn't like Burt Baccarat playing the piano? Let us know.
Remember in the first one with the steamroller? No! Move! Get out of the way!
No, I enjoyed what they did with the series, but definitely want to hear from the listeners. You guys are getting kind of quiet.
Yeah, we don't have much interaction lately.
We're enjoying that you guys are taking the time to listen to us, but we want to hear from you.
We got a couple people they'll pop in every once and again, but nothing too steady.
I mean, do you listen to this show in your car? Do you listen to this show in the wee hours of the morning?
Cleaning the house?
Headphones
or no headphones?
Out jogging in the woods? Who knows?
Do we fill the entire room? when you listen, or is it just your ear?
That's true. We want to know. Does it fill the car? Does it fill the bathroom? I don't know what you're doing.
What part of your day?
To us? We're kind of curious.
Are you drinking coffee?
Are you?
Or beer?
Ooh.
We did get a little bit of interaction with the pictures of all the different beers we've tried. Nobody commented on whether they've had them or not, but hopefully somebody's giving it a shot.
Have you tried Dirty Bastard Scotch Ale from Founders? Do you like it?
Or possibly Jared's mom?
Jared's mom. We want to hear from the fans of Jared's mom. Because that's a very small, select group of people. I want to hear your opinion.
There's this new beer that's out right now. I guess it's like really seasonal.
Okay.
Hip
Hop Anonymous?
Hop Slam or...
Hop Slam, yeah.
Is that what it is? Hop Slam?
Yeah. Yep. I've heard about it from a kid at work.
A lot of people are talking about it because I guess it only comes out, rarely.
Big talk. They say it's amazing, but...
I haven't tried it. I've heard it's like $15 for a six-pack.
It's expensive. But I've heard, I don't want to say people are talking big about it because it's so exclusive and...
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I love it. Type of...
Right.
Yeah, or if does it actually taste good?
I don't know.
I mean, everyone talks about, was it the Oberon?
I've had that.
It's not bad.
No.
But I don't want to go out of my way and, stock up on it.
No, I wouldn't either.
No.
There's plenty of other beers we've had that I'd choose before that.
Michigan beers? Yeah.
But
I'll take a Guinness over that anyway.
We like Guinness. We're pro Guinness on the show. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Not as much as Pabst, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the constant. That's the standard.
I ain't got a Guinness tattoo, that's for sure.
I get the little harp. I'd do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. You know what? I'd get it, too. It's just a tattoo.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of tattoos, we could do a whole show on those, too.
We could.
I like tattoos. I need to get another one.
They're addicting.
Mm-hmm. They are, too, aren't they? It's like the worst thing.
The first one you get, you look at the area, say you get it on your, arm, your left arm, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Then you look at your right arm, and it's naked. And you're like, man, I could put something there.
The possibilities are endless.
And then it just builds and builds from there.
Yep. That's kind of how I got started. I had a buddy that started doing tattoos, and boom, I was there. Any chance I could get, find a piece of skin and put some ink on it.
There's some amazing tattoos out there, and then there's some just frightening stuff. Yeah. I've seen a video. I'll try to find it so we can send a link. But I think a guy lost a bet, and his buddy got to pick a tattoo.
The belly button one?
The belly button one. Oh, man.
Is it like a unicorn's butt or something? Something crazy like that? Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He turned his belly button into a butthole. And just the disappointment on this human's face.
Yeah, he looks
of this
pretty
tattoo that he
out.
has to walk around with for the rest of his life, unless he gets it surgically altered.
That removal process is kind of painful and expensive.
It is,
from what I've heard.
I've read that you have to end up pooping out the ink.
Oh,
yeah,
that's even worse.
It's kind of weird little tidbit for you,
I guess.
But he lost a bet and he went through with it like a champ. But now his belly button is the butthole of some interesting little creature.
I thought it was a unicorn. I guess I could be wrong.
It's a unicorn or something, but
a cow or something.
It's very shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not taking his shirt off to go to the pool anytime soon.
I wouldn't imagine so, no. Makes you laugh just thinking about it.
It does. I mean, you can make some bets in your life, but to bet to get a tattoo, you have to be either pretty confident or you don't just give any fucks. Would you make a bet and bet to let somebody else pick a tattoo to put on your body?
No.
Fuck no.
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 I'm going to save those for my dumb ideas, not somebody else's dumb ideas. But I did just Google search belly button tattoos, and I'll tell you what, there's some creative tattoos here. This one here, for me to explain it to you, you can Google belly button tattoos. And
all right, let's give her a look here.
Yeah. It's a Nintendo controller plugged into the belly button.
Yeah, the cord, it's on the right hip. is the controller.
Yeah.
And you got the cord behind it, and it wraps up and goes into the belly button like it's plugged in.
That's pretty cool. There's a couple.
Folks, if you want to kill 45 minutes of your life, just go ahead and Google belly button tattoos. All right, so there's another one. It looks like a kid with his mouth open, like air's being blown into it, and the belly button is his mouth. I've seen one. It was like somebody got tattooed. It was the ass of a cat. Oh, all right. So there's a monkey bending over, and you get the butthole view. The tail looks like a question mark, and he's looking between his legs with a big smile on his face.
There's some pretty good ones. I guess if you're going to get a tattoo on your belly button, why not be
unique about it?
Just go all in, right?
Yeah.
Now personally, I have a couple of tattoos that I chose just for that sake of somebody saying, "Did you really just get that tattoo?" You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I have a half sleeve of Ghostbuster tattoos. I mean,
yeah, but you're a fan of Ghostbusters.
I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters,
right.
and I enjoy it. But
right.
I do get a lot of like, really? Why would you get that? Or like, oh, I remember that movie, but wow. Ernie Hudson, and I'm very proud to say this, signed my arm, and I got his signature tattooed on my arm.
You got to meet Ernie Hudson.
He was a very nice human.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He was in The Crow.
He was in The Crow. It's a good movie.
He was in a bunch of good movies, actually, I think.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. But,
very.
most famous for Ghostbusters, I think.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
He was in Congo, another good movie. It's not a good movie, folks. Don't
put it on my list.
I just remember it from when I'm a kid. Anyway, got to meet him at the Motorcity Comic Con one year. And stood in line, walked up to him. He shook my hand. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I was like, "Man, how we doing?" Got an autographed picture. And asked him, I was like, "Hey, would you mind signing my arm?" And I showed him the tattoos. He's like, "Oh, that's cool." He's like, "Why do you want me to sign your arm, though?" Like, after this, I know someone who does tattoos and see if they'll tattoo it. He's like, "Oh, really? Oh, wow. Hold on. And he got up from his, sitting down at the little table, went back behind the curtain into his little personal bag, got his phone out, and he's like, "I got to show you something." And he pulls out his phone, goes through his pictures, and he's like, "So I bought this car out in California for my wife, and my buddy's a mechanic, so I took him with me to go check it out." And he was like, "Hey, the mechanic, he really wants to meet you." He's like, "My mechanic's a cool dude." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Bring him out." So, they show up to my house before we go to the mechanic's place, and talking to his buddy, and he's like, "Oh, man, I love your movies. You're a great actor, this and that. Oh, check this out. I have a tattoo." He's like, the guy lifted up his pant leg to show his calf. He's like, and my face was tattooed on his calf. It blew my mind. He was like, what? He got my face tattooed on him. I was like, wow. He's like, I'm a fan of like other actors and that, but I don't know if I can get a tattoo of them. Like, but that was, man, I shook that guy's hand. That's dedication.
Yeah. I'd give him my phone number.
Oh, he was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. His assistant took a picture of it and sent it to me on my phone. I was like, oh, that's really neat.
Yeah.
He was a very nice guy.
For those guys in the Comic-Con thing, when they're doing that shit, it's got to be mostly just, autograph a picture, take a picture.
Yeah, there's some very, I'm here for the money.
Yeah.
But he would get up, walk around the table, like get in a group photo, hug somebody. Like there was a kid in a wheelchair that wanted to meet him. He's like further down the line, but he's seen him. He got up from the table, was like, "I'm sorry, give me 1 minute." Walked over there, signed for the kid, took pictures.
That's cool.
Very cool dude.
I remember last year I was went to Autorama, and one of the guys from Dukes of Hazzard, and then the chick that played Daisy Duke on the TV show, they were there. And I just remember walking in, the line was long.
Ungodly.
Holy cow. I'm like, you guys are standing in line for hours to meet the guy from Dukes of Hazzard? Really?
Well, that's a big deal, I would assume, for a lot of people.
Absolutely. I mean, Daisy Duke was,
definitely a poster up on a lot of walls.
Yeah, for sure. But, yeah, them guys, they get them lines, man. I know a dude that met Norman Reedus the same way. Stood in line and, got the autograph on his arm and went and had it tattooed. So
that's cool.
I get it.
I got an autograph from Billy D. Williams one time at
on
a
a Colt 45 bottle.
He did have he had a bunch of pictures you could pick from,
right?
And one of them was a Colt 45 head. Not gonna lie, but like you get in line, and he had a son with him that is a quote unquote actor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you can get his autograph
He's in
too.
Sharknado.
Not even that caliber. It was like, I was the guy in that one suit. That was that one monster. You never knew me. Anyway, so in line, it's me and my two buddies. And my one buddy goes up and he's like, "Oh man, you're great." And Billy D. Williams is like, "Yeah, thanks." And this smooth voice, more velvety than mine. I can't even. That's an echelon I will never achieve.
Yeah.
And I get up, and he's like, not even looking. He just didn't look at anybody the whole time. And he's like, "Oh, what's your name?" I was like, "Jason." He's like, "Justin?" I was like, "Jason." He was like, he looks up, he goes, "All right." And then signed it. I was like, "Oh, Billy D said, all right." Yeah, that was my big Billy D.
You got all fangirl about it for a minute. Like, ooh.
It was Billy cool because my other two friends, he didn't even look at. He was like, "Oh,
really?"
And he looked at me, he was like, "All right."
All right.
I gave him an all right back, too.
Did you?
Yeah, he was not impressed.
The Velveties. Well, you know. He's like, "You got some learning to do, boy."
Sorry, I don't talk to the rookies.
That's funny.
I'm a big fan of comic conventions.
I'd like to go to one.
I think the next one's in March, actually.
Yeah.
The Motorcity Comic Con.
Is that out at Novi at the Expo Center?
Yes.
Yeah. Seems a place where they do most of the...
They're getting, each year they get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Let's see. They
I
probably
got
have a
thing
list
about standing in line and paying to meet people. I don't know.
There's a lot of people that you wouldn't. There's a lot of WE people that show up.
Yeah.
But there's some people, like Hacksaw Jim Duggan was there one time.
No, I might wait in line to meet him.
He was talking to Lou Ferrigno.
Oh.
Lou Ferrigno he's on the Comic Con tour.
Yeah. That seems like something he would be doing for sure.
He is a big dude. He's not really tall. He's just huge.
Built like a brick shit house.
Still.
Just boom.
He works out.
Well, dude, that was one of the things about Stallone. For his age, you're like, God damn, this guy's ripped. He's doing his thing. But
you want me to read off some of the media guests for the upcoming?
Oh, please.
All right.
Wait. First, when is it?
Does
it say?
May 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Ooh.
Motor City Comic Con 2018.
So the 20th is a Sunday, probably?
Yeah,
okay.
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's my youngest birthday. I'm going
is
to
it?
take him to Comic Con for his birthday weekend.
So I'll read the ones that I know.
Road trip for the show.
Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Power Ranger from the first Power Rangers series.
Sign me up.
Bam. Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh, now see, there we go.
Yeah.
I remember that dude.
Oh, Austin Emilio from The Walking Dead, the dude that he's part of the Saviors with the burnt face that turned on the Saviors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know the character name.
What's his name?
He stole Norman Reedus' jacket and motorcycle.
Yeah.
Barbara Eden, the chick that played Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay.
Big Van Vader. Dennis Rodman making an appearance.
Oh, and his North Korea flag?
He might be.
Dennis Rodman.
The unofficial ambassador.
Get out of here.
The Green Power Ranger, Jason David Frank.
All right.
Guess they need some money too.
That's still a show.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Power Rangers is still on?
Still a show.
Like new stuff?
Yeah. Same old horrible effects, but yeah, same new shows.
Josh McDermott from The Walking Dead is canceled.
Oh,
a lot of them tend to do that. They'll sign up and then eventually they'll just be like, yeah, I'm going to cancel.
I don't have enough time.
Yeah. Kelly LeBrock, Weird Science, 80s fame.
There we go.
Ezekiel from The Walking Dead. He'll be there.
No kidding.
King Ezekiel.
Well, we might have to go stand in a couple lines.
Christy Swanson. That's a name. I don't know what she's from.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Is it?
Yeah.
The movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
The original movie. Yeah, she was in that movie with Charlie Sheen, The Getaway.
Oh, shit. I might have to go. LeVar Burton. Reading Rainbow and Star Trek The Next Generation. Butterfly in the Sky. Lou Ferrigno. He'll be there.
Shocker.
Marky Ramone from the Ramones. Martin Starr from comedy movies with like Seth Rogen in them and I think Silicon Valley.
Yeah, he was in Knocked Up. He was the guy that grew his beard out.
Yeah, the Dirty Man Challenge.
Yep. Boy, they pull all the hits.
Oh, Michael Roker. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Merle.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider's going to be there?
Apparently.
Oh, dude, I'm in.
The guy that plays the Penguin in Gotham TV series.
Yeah.
Ron fucking Perlman.
No kidding. Ron Perlman will be there.
I mean, a lot of these might cancel. I mean, there's a long time between now and May.
Plus, it's a whole weekend, so you don't know who's there on Friday, who's there on Saturday.
Yeah.
He's in, Scott Wilson, he's in a new movie with Christian Bale, that Hostels, that Western movie.
Yeah.
He's in that movie, yep.
All right. He was also Walking Dead. Was
Herschel.
Yep.
Sean
Astin.
Rudy.
Nice,
man.
Also, Samwise Gamgee of The Lord of the Rings for you nerds out there. Sean Gunn. Tim Gunn. Or no, what's the director of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, hell, I don't know.
No, he was also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
With Al Roker and them. Shannon Elizabeth.
Ooh. American Pie fame.
Sting of WCW and wrestling fame. Some dude I don't know. Another dude I don't know. Oh, no, that's Jesus from The Walking Dead.
Oh, man.
A lot of Walking Dead people.
Yeah, we definitely have to go.
I mean, Motorcity Comic Con.
What are they, like $50 a ticket or something to get in, usually?
No, it's not that much.
No?
Think.
Oh, okay. But it's usually like 15, 20 to get a
30 maybe
autograph
top.
or something?
No, it depends on the person. Usually it's around 25 for an autograph, but you get a picture.
Right.
Or you can bring your own stuff. Some of them, like Billy D. Williams, was $50, I think. Some of them, I think, hire themselves.
Yeah, clearly.
Will Wheaton. Fuck yeah, Will Wheaton.
I'm wearing a Big Bang Theory shirt. That's quite a lineup.
They stepped their game up. I mean, they had Stan Lee host it one year. Then they had Shatner host it one year. I don't know who the host was.
For here in Detroit, really?
Yeah.
That's not that.
Detroit, they're building up. I wonder who the host is this year. I'll try to find that. But, yeah.
Yeah, it's something to look forward to. You said it was in May?
May 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Yeah, okay. Let's get us like a party bus or something.
I definitely want to meet LeVar Burton.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your one?
So far. Will Wheaton would be cool, too.
Will Wheaton would be cool.
He's going to have a hell of a line, though.
Think so?
Oh, yeah.
I bet the Walking Dead characters all have massive lines.
It's all the same. Well, the last time I went there, like Norman Reedus and Shane and...
Their lines were probably huge.
They all have one table.
Oh, so they all sit at the same table and you get in line? Okay.
It's like a little panel kind of thing.
Yeah.
But they're like one of the only ones where they have like if you ever been to like an amusement park like Cedar Point or
I haven't, but I can imagine.
Farms or something like that, where like you get into the metal railing, go doot or like a bank,
like the bank, yeah.
But it's a better analogy. But they're like the only ones that have like a massive amount of like barricades, line type thing that you have to go through.
It's like, how much time do you spend in your day standing in that line for that one moment? You know.
I mean, some people only go just to meet them
for that one moment. Yeah, yeah, they absolutely will.
Day.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
But they also have a lot of cool artists from comic books and like either local, or actual big names.
I'm sure there's tons of like giveaways and stuff. Free this, free that. You know,
a lot of companies are handing out stuff,
and you got all the cosplay.
Yeah,
people dressed up. I don't know. Have you ever dressed up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, right?
1 year at Ghostbusters, and 1 year I just kind of wore a suit and went like an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. type thing. One of our buddies dressed up as Sam Jackson's Nick Fury.
Oh, okay.
There was 4 of us in suits, and we kind of like walked around him, and he was in the center.
Oh.
We got a lot of pictures.
Played the role.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could dress up as something, I guess.
It's a good time.
Find some costumes.
Yeah.
Dress up like Batman or some cool shit.
You don't want to go too far out because usually during that time it's right when like the first couple days of it getting in like the 90s and 80s. And sometimes you got to stand in line outside to get in before it opens, so you're sweating your ass off.
Full on costume.
Oh yeah. So people go all out though. There's some amazing costumes there. It's really cool. A lot of Deadpool usually.
Well, he's been popular the last couple years, so
yeah.
With the sequel coming,
But then you get some people like 1 year I seen was it Mad Max 2, where the group of people had like the white outfits with the football pads and that, and like the headbands, and they looked all 80s.
Was it 2? I think it was. Yeah, that sounds right.
People dressed up like them.
Really?
And you're like, oh, you're from Mad Max 2. It's awesome. And they're like, yeah.
You got to find something that nobody really.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of people, Batman, Joker,
Guardians of the Galaxy,
Deadpool,
all the hits.
comic book character, Domino.
Okay.
And then you'll get some that are just like, was Dark Knight Rises the last one?
Yeah, with Bane.
Yeah, they had a lot of people dressed as Bane.
Yeah. Those are easy to pick.
Then you got the Star Wars 501st Legion, the Michigan chapter. They come full force.
Really?
Like remote controlled
stormtroopers and shit.
Yeah, remote controlled R2D2s running around the floor.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they go all out, and it's cool just to watch them. They get their own section of the building.
Yeah,
because there's so many of them, and they bring props. And
how big is the Novi Expo Center? Is it a big place?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I don't think I've ever been inside there. So
it's pretty big.
Like Kobo big.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's a kid's birthday, so that'll be perfect. Birthday parties are expensive, so we'll just take a road trip to the Comic Con.
Oh, they'll have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All the cool stuff.
We're going to make that trip at least one of the days.
Oh, yeah.
Do you buy a whole weekend pass?
You can.
Okay.
It's usually overpriced. Usually, like, if you want to see one of the media guests, some of them are like Friday only or Saturday only.
So
or
you
Saturday,
just go that
Sunday.
one day?
You only usually go one day.
Okay. Yeah.
And some of them are like all weekend, but...
Well, we'll just have to pick whatever day that guy you want to see.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Well,
he'll probably be a Saturday, Sunday type guy.
Right. To me, it don't matter. And if they spread the Walking Dead characters out, to where they're not all there on the same day, then...
I mean, now from then, more people will come in and sign up to be a media guest. A lot of them will drop out if they have, like, better things to do.
Right.
Or bigger Comic Cons.
And like I said, I'm taking my 4-year-old for his birthday, so anybody dressed up is going to make his day.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... He ain't got to stand in line for an autograph. He don't care. He's 4.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how many, like, when you dress up, how many people will stop you and be like, dude, can I get my picture with you?
Oh, absolutely.
And you're just like, I'm just wearing a fucking suit. But, yeah, dude, let's do it.
It was early last year. Me and Jeannie went to Jay and Silent Bob Get Old.
Yeah.
Which is Kevin Smith's podcast, but they go on the road and they do it live. Yeah. So they did it at the State Theater, and we went down. We had time. It was pretty cool. They talked for quite a bit. They released a little bit of the script for Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. Is it Get Old? They're rebooting Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're making a new one.
I like that.
Yeah, and they read a page and a half of the script. They acted it out, and they go through their whole bit. But yeah, it was kind of like that. And there was 2 guys in the lobby downstairs who were dressed like Jay and Silent Bob to the T. To the T. Like, we walked by and I had to look twice. And we started going up the stairs to get to our seats, and I was like, man, we should go back downstairs and get a picture with those guys, because they're just full-on dressed up. That's why they did it, right? Yeah. We walked by, and the guys said, hey, baby, you ever had your, like they were in the full character, Totally.
No, it's a cool feeling when you're walking around and, like, a little kid's, like, looking at you, like when I was in my Ghostbusters outfit.
Yeah.
And, like, this kid just kept eyeing me, and, like, I seen the kid, and it was, like, maybe, like, 5, 6 years old. And I turned like, hey, how's it going? And the kid just lit up, and the parent's like, can you get a picture taken with you? I was like, yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Or like, to them, that makes their day. And like, to you, you're like, all right, that made it worth dressing up.
Yep.
I don't feel so much as a fucking kind of a goon, like when you're on your way there and you stop at the gas station, you're all decked out.
Yeah. Once upon a time, many moons ago, I've been in a mascot outfit or two. So I know the feeling. I've been there. I've played the role. So,
yeah. No, it's a good time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm gonna bring it up, and
we'll take pictures. We'll put it up on our social media.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
we got a while though.
So on that note, we're gonna leave you.
Yeah,
this is gonna be the end of the show.
We'll be back though. Hopefully you will too.
Next week, same time, same place, same bat channel.
Oh, yeah.
The weather's getting warmer.
I like that.
Pretty soon we'll have the garage door open, and you will hear in the background the noises from the corner.
Hear the cars going by.
Yeah.
You won't hear that heater in the background just hissing.
You won't hear the heater hissing at us no more pretty soon, hopefully.
Be a little bit clearer. It's been cold here, folks, but now it's getting better.
Yeah, man, we hit 52 degrees yesterday.
That's pretty...
I don't know what it was today, but it was pretty warm.
It was nice.
Yeah. For those of you in California or Texas or parts of the country that we're not in,
that don't snow.
Yeah. One day of snow and you shut down town, you know.
Oh no, it filled the crack of the sidewalks.
And
Shut
honestly,
it down.
we've only had, 2 snowfalls?
Yeah, it hasn't been really bad. It's been really cold, but not a lot of snow. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we still got about, 2 more months?
I don't think that.
No? I think
No.
February is going to hit hard.
I don't think so.
I think it's going to come back with a vengeance. I could be wrong, and I hope I am.
I hope you're dead wrong.
But even the beginning of March usually has like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Not in spring yet.
Yeah. You get to April.
Yep.
I mean, we've had snow on opening day.
That is
It can
true.
snow in April, but we're hoping for the best. And
Big thank you for listening. And keep an eye out for episode 15.
yeah, stay tuned for episode 15. The
Mystery.
stuff in between should be good.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Right, yeah.
15's going to...
15 is going to be an event, at least for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed too.
We're going to build up to 15 being an event.
We're going to build it up so high, and either there's going to be a big letdown for you guys, or you're just going to change your life. We don't know. We don't.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.